What guan, good people? What guan? What guan? What guan? What is going on, my loves? I am glad you happened my way. I am just dropping in. Thank you, baby. To do a quick live update. I won't be on here for very long. So I just wanted to drop in and do a live update on the status of uh Nature Boy, aka Alicio Bishop's bond hearing that was held on today in the DeKalb County courtroom. Um, and I must say, I am not at all surprised at the outcome of the bond hearing on today. I'm not surprised at all. Um, for obvious reasons, bail was denied. And again, I am not surprised because of the circumstances surrounding the reason why his bail was denied. Let me say, he only has himself to blame at this point for not being able to get a bond. Number one is it's a violent offense. Okay. Number two, he has histories of violent offenses. Number three, he has pending charges for violent offenses. Um, he you how you doing, sweetie? Hey, mama. It's good to see you. You said what did he do? Well, let's talk about what he did. Currently, he's incarcerated for rape. Also, he's incarcerated for false imprisonment and 3 counts of um, submitting or transmission of sexual content via social media. So he for revenge porn. He posted him having sex with the young lady that pressed charges against him on social media without her consent, and now he is being uh he's being charged with that. Um, unfortunately, um, his choice of his I should say his methodology of boasting and bragging about him being God and being invincible and things of that nature is the same thing that got him in the trouble that he's in right now. So it's he's not trying to have a bad boy rep, so he's been having a bad boy rep the whole time he was out. It's just that, you know, for the last 3 or 4 years that I have been um following his shenanigans and reporting on his shenanigans, he just never got tied in this deep. He just not hadn't got caught and tied in this deep. You said, wait, he ain't. Wait a minute, ain't he the guy that lives in the woods? Yeah, that's him. Nature Boy, Eligio Bishop. That's him. That's him. He finally got caught. Oh my God, babe. See, well, that's not your Hey, binge thinker. Thanks for dropping in, dear heart. So you're not BBK, you're not like into that type of thing, but I've been following this thing for as long as I've been following Maddie. So, and that's been a minute. So, yeah, he is he's accused of having um put out some revenge. You said another one I've never watched. Oh well, I mean, let me tell you something, y'all. The only reason that really got me involved is because of the fact that I was drawn in by someone else that I knew, and we were in a group that was trying to get him taken down years ago. you know I was involved with that group. I didn't do as much as that group. They were really deep and hands on. I made a few phone calls, reported channels, this type of thing, to get him reported and try to get him off of social media, and making a few calls to the embassies and the places that he had gone, and this, that, and the other, when he would be online abusing Velvet and all of those women online, and putting them in closets and all that other kind of stuff. Yeah, I was, with that group, but that group, the squad, I mean, they work feverishly, and the T, and there's so many of them. I can't even begin to name them off. But and I don't really have time. I'm just trying to rush and make this quick little update that his bail was in fact denied. Now he thought that it was cute, and he thought that he could just cover up his shenanigans by saying, "Oh well, oh yeah, he's been out for a minute, baby. I'm gonna give you an update, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some updates on where to look to find some videos that will actually bring you up to speed. You don't have to go way back and watch. It's like these little videos are kind of like snippets of some of the things that he's done over time. So it'll kind of bring you up to speed of what's going on right now. So um of course, you know that once he raped allegedly raped the young lady. I say allegedly because he has not been convicted yet, but it's not looking good. Once he allegedly raped the young lady, and she escaped during the night while he was sleeping, she went straight to yep, the bench thinker. She went straight to the authorities and reported what happened to her. Um And if you were to go on social on some and see some of the videos, you would see him not only being abusive to the women and the men in the past, but you will also see him ordering the other members of his cult to be abusive to one another. So allegedly had the other women to beat her. Then he pulled her into a room where he repeatedly raped her. Even though she said no, he continued to assault her. And this is all alleged, of course. He continued to assault her. And when her body would not respond per her own statement, he flipped her over and began to force himself to penetrate her. Um, this went on for hours until he finally fell asleep. And in the wee hours of the night, she took her opportunity to in fact uh get away. I'm sorry. Hmm. I'm sorry. I've got to go back on something. Wait one second. But at any rate, so when it came to his bond hearing today, when it came to the bond hearing today, Some of the reasons that the prosecution brought up that his bond should in fact be denied was simply because they said that he was a threat to society, that it would in fact give him opportunity to commit another felony, and that he was in fact a flight risk. I'm gonna have to come back. It'll probably be late tonight when I come back, because I do have to work, so I won't be able to come back until after late tonight, or maybe early in the morning, but it'll be, yeah, tonight. Um I want to just kind of give everybody a little something to think about. If you think about the fact that not only did he videotape himself slapping one of the male members for feeding him a strawberry and he didn't ask for it. He slapped him in front of the camera, cussed him out, degraded him. He had another member who was a white member, which is not something that, he accepts that. He accepted everybody. But he accepted the member, Ian, a white young man, and made him get on his face and say that the black man was God and all this other, threatened bodily harm, and said that he was God. He intimidated these people because most of them, he towers over them. Like he's like 6'2", oh no, 6'3", 6'4", or whatever, and 200 and some odd pounds, and he's towering over them. Um, and they are much smaller than him. And that's another thing. He withholds them from food. He locks them in closets. This is all stuff that's been going on for years. So he keeps them to a point to where they are mentally and physically unable to overpower him, because one, he keeps them so frail and thin from their diet. They are always, all of them look sick, and this, this, that, and the other. And then the other thing is when he is physically, he's mentally keeping them in check by intimidating them. And of course, when you go without food, and when you are locked in a closet and all that, you almost beaten into submission. So with all that being said, he has proven to be a threat to society. Not only that, he was recorded calling from jail, and the recording was uploaded and put on social media. He was recorded telling one of his members to call the victim and try to talk her into dropping the charges. So not only is he already convicted of something, but he's trying to use witness tampering. He's still giving orders. And not only that, this is a big thing that everybody should think about. Hey, baby, another thing that should be considered is the fact that the prosecution was tipped off that some of his members had left and gone to Mexico to set up camp. So if he was released on bond, that he was going to get out and leave and go and meet them in Mexico so he could avoid prosecution. So someone gave a tip that this was in fact true. And did not one of the members leave and go to Mexico, and has been shown in Mexico living his best life? Him, now these are, one is his treasurer, his trusted treasurer, and the other one is another one of his treasurers, trusted treasurers, that he left over the money and in charge of finding the house and things like that. These are the two that have left. Now, people had put the rumors out there that Solar and Musa and Pisces left, but when they left with the money. This is what the rumor was. And then later on, there was the fact that True came on live and said that Loyal left and he stole 3 phones, which had the Cash App that they collect their donations on. He also stole 2 hard drives and 2 computers with the knowledge, so called, on it. And he left in the middle of the night. He stole the money, $1,800, the 2 laptops and 3 phones, and he left. Now, True got on a live, y'all. Follow me with this, and said that Loyal left. Talked about Loyal could not be trusted. But never, not one time did he, all if y'all think about it, did he get on any live and say anything about about Solar, Musa, or Pice leaving. He didn't say not a one word, y'all. He never got on a live. So this could in fact hold to be true that they did leave because they were never badmouth. Not one of the members came and said, "Oh man, Solar left and stole the bag." That was the general public saying that. So now, because of the fact that um True came out and put Loyal on ice, uh because True came on and put Loyal. Thank you, BBK, for the gift. I appreciate you, babe. Thank you. But because True came out and gave Loyal the run me down and talking about how disloyal he was, but he never said anything about Solar, who the public thought had ran away with the money. But if you everybody would think about it, that's been following him for a long time. Loyal and Musa are the ones that were always in charge of going off and finding the next place, the next Airbnb. So they're in Mexico. Mm. Why didn't he say something about them leaving? Nobody ever said anything about the two of them leaving, not from the camp, only the public. So now the prosecution has the tip that these guys had left. So no, they refused them because he was a flight risk, which he had in fact did an upload from jail over the phone talking about how he was what he was looking to go to next and what he was going to do next. Was this what he was telling them to look for while they're out in Mexico? A place off the water and all that. All is something he said. I'm just paraphrasing my own. So the long and the short of it is he caused his own. He shot himself in the foot. No, everything on social media, all of the videos are being used. Not to mention, the prosecutor brought up the fact that he allowed his son to play with his genitalia, so she used that as a an example of him being a danger to society. The fact that he had been slapping and beating different women and ordering the men and the women to slap and beat on each other. Those videos were used in court and they were submitted in order to make the judge make his decision. Not only that, there were several things that was used in order for the judge to make his decision of no bond. And now he will sit there until this trial is over. And 9 times out of 10, he's going to be convicted of one thing or the other. He's going to be convicted. There's no way around it. There's absolutely no way around it. That's my opinion. Okay. But and then the fact that when they came and they raided the house and they said that he had a stable place to stay. This is what his lawyer said. They got evicted on the 30th. He doesn't have anywhere to go. He does not have anywhere to go. And when the prosecution said that he had been kicked out of Hawaii, Nicaragua, and other countries, and deported back to the United States, none of this looks good for him. And by him having video footage of himself, of all of these instances, he shot himself in the foot. So is it that it's going to be hard to find him this is the other thing that was used against him by the prosecution. And I kept saying that they should not have got on the news. His cult followers got on the doggone news, dressed in their little regalia, and had posters of him, a whole what do you call it when you the monumental, the all of this set up in honor of their God, and they sat there and said on the news, we believe that he is God. How stupid can you be to get on the news and say that you believe this man is God, but you want them to get him bail to get out? That's like Charles Manson. Do you really think that they're gonna let this man out and y'all sit up here saying we believe that he is God? That was the most ignorant thing you could do. And sure enough, just like I said back then when they did that, stop doing that mess. Y'all sound stupid. The first thing the prosecution said is they recognize this man is God and they feel like he is God. He has them persuaded to do anything that he asks them to do for him. And so he has influence on people, a negative influence on people. So therefore he proves to be a danger to society. And just with all of those things considered, bail was denied. And he will sit and he will rot. Listen, y'all, I gotta cut this live, but I gotta go to work. Um, I am going to come back. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming in. Thank you, BBK, for the gift. Baby, only you know. I thank you so much. You know how much I love you. And I appreciate each and every one of you are coming. This is not goodbye. It's later for now because goodbye is too permanent. Sounds like forever. I love you on purpose, and it ain't a thing you can do about it. I'll talk to you soon. Please like this video and please share the video and come back and see me later. Love y'all. Peace. Have a beautiful day.